Comfort grip. This is gonna be the key element, whether we're gonna be able to do serious dematting or not. At least this is my guideline. That's how I do it. In case there is a comfort grip, there is space for a comfort grip between the skin and the mat on the doggy, and the doggy is okay with brushing and is comfortable with a human being around for an extended period of time, and the mats are not too tight, so basically brushable. Then I do the brush out, even throughout brush out. I think my personal record for a brush out only is something like 2 hours. Of course, I don't even need to say it, but I will, that we split up the grooming into 2 hours of brushing. The dog went home, and then the few days later or next day, I can't even remember, they came back to get the bath part and the haircut done and the face, feet, and penny. Usually a full-grown doodle, a golden doodle, for example, should be done like within 2 hours. That's an approximate thing, but without mats and tangles, leaving a bad an inch-long coat, it can be done in 2 hours in case the dog is used to getting groomed. So I just wanted you to know and compare, like, dematting can go crazy as long as well as time-wise as well as price-wise. So yeah, whenever we have this comfort grip, we can do it. I don't want to run into my little stories again. Look out for comfort grip, and in case you have a room between the skin and the mat, then we can go and get the tangles and mats out. But in case we don't have, then, and especially in case the mats are tight, then short shave. Here is the comfort grip, how it looks like on real doggies. On the left, you see someone's tail with a little bit of paint, and you can see the comfort grip from my finger up until the epicenter of the mat in there, and the rest of the tail is brushed out. So whenever that's the case, we can just make a snip right around where where the tip of my thumb is, and leave the rest of the coat on the doggy. The other coat needs to go. There is no way. Whenever it's that tight, I'm not trying anything, especially not on the tail or face or feet. On the right image, you see that someone had a little tiny piece of mohawk there. And there is about, if we are talking about this image, let's say about a quarter of that, the hair length can stay on the doggy. Probably a little less. But whenever that's the case, I try to, since it looks a little bit looser, I try to cut in the mat and try to save some hair, not just like do a snip super short, especially if it's a little bit more hair on the head and it's not that tight. So that can be one way to go about it, but we're going to discuss that in the advanced course. Other two examples of the comfort grip. On the left, you see a white coat with a little bit of bunch matted a little bit further away after the curl from my finger, and that needs to go. That's pretty tight. I don't think that's gonna open up, but I always give it a try with my fingers, and then in case one or two are opening up, then I give it a go. In case they are not, then I just do a trim out or a short shave in case they are all over the place. On the right side, you see a dark doggy with lots and lots of undercoat stuck in there and causing a lot of matting there. You can see the skin, and in the red line, you see that's this room for the comfort grip. And I tried to. This doggy's mom was really, really, really desperate to keep the coat. And I was able to save quite some. I was trimming out quite a lot. Thank God the doggy had a lot of coat. It's a blessing and it's a nightmare at the same time, pretty much. But I was able to save quite some on this doggy with the matting mat that I use with the shears and cutting in the coat. And with the lines, what you can see is the leftover from me cutting through the mats and trying to brush whatever is left. So as long as you have that comfort grip, you can do a lot of magic, because you can block the sensation from the mat you're brushing and working on towards the skin. So the doggy basically will just need to stay still. That's the only thing that they need to do, because there's not going to be much sensation going to the skin. In case you don't have the comfort grip, then it's going to be like a lot of pulling on the doggy skin, and they're going to be like, I'm gone, don't do it.